Hello there. Tonight's brush will be my Plisson Maison de Barbier or House of the Barber brush. These are wonderful brushes. The handle is not lathe turned, it's molded. But they're like under $40 from Plisson or whatever the website is Plisson has. I can't pronounce the thing, it's French. So anyway, but it's a wonderful brush. Got a size 12 Plisson knot in it, and I love the thing. So we're gonna set it over here. That was just scraping up on the counter in case you noticed that sound. Just want to make sure you knew what it was. I'm gonna soak my brush here a bit. I soak all my brushes, whether they are synthetic or natural fiber. You just have to make sure you shake the proper amount of water out of each brush because they all hold water differently. So that's the deal with that. So the soap tonight is Van Yulay's Citrus Blast. And this soap is a wonderful citrus soap. Van Yulay describes it like this. Having a soap that just bursts with citrus notes is how to wake up in the morning. We start with all white citrus, add a splash of yuzu and apples. And then if that wasn't enough, we add oranges, lemons to the perfect fragrance, then round out with a sweetness of berries. So apples and oranges and lemons and berries and white citrus, just lovely stuff. The ingredients are stearic acid, aloe vera, coconut fatty acid, palm stearic, glycerin, potassium hydroxide, castor, coconut lanolin, tallow, olive, argan oils, kokum shea, cocoa, butters, extracts, polyquat, sodium lactate, allantoin, silica, liquid silk, kaolin clay, essential oils, and fragrances. And it's a lovely citrus scent. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and move down where we normally go to. Hold me just a second. We're going to move down and start the shade. So, right. With hold on a second. Sometimes the samples tend to try to give you a bit of trouble. I've set it for right now. I just squeezed it down, pressed it down into the container. If it holds still like that, that's fine. If it doesn't, I'll just work around that. And if it moves, I'll chase it. I'll do whatever I have to do and not be too frustrated about it because it is a sample. But anyway, that's wonderful. The citrus and apple. I can really pick the apple out in this. Apple is one of my favorite scents and favorite foods. I love apples. But anyway, the citrus, just lovely stuff. Van Yulay has so many different scents. This is one of my very favorite soaps. The performance is wonderful. The scents are wonderful. The soap is just lovely. Post shave is great. So I mean, nice and slick for a straight razor or any other razor for that matter. Just lovely stuff. Alright, let me see if that Plisson picked up enough soap off of that. I'm sure it did. Incredibly slick stuff right there. Hopefully I won't drop this because my hands are so slick. While we're talking about things that I love, I mean products that I love, Yulay is one of them. This Georgetown Pottery scuttle, man, I cannot believe that I waited so long to get one of these. I mean, you know, if my wife got it for me for Christmas, so if it hadn't been for her, I still wouldn't have it. But I can't believe I waited so long to ask for it. You know, she asked me, what do you want for Christmas? And the first thing that came to my mind was this scuttle. And it has it's just been a wonderful addition to my den. I recommend them. You can purchase a seconds, which is what I purchased, for a lot cheaper option than the standard scuttle. And the seconds that I've got, it's got just a tiny, tiny little imperfection. That means absolutely nothing. It even took me a while, several days, to actually find it. That's how imperceptible and inconsequential the seconds, the thing that made it a second was. So my razor for tonight is going to be my Schick. This is my E2. Now, I've been shaving with for 2 or 3 days for most of this week, going on with my E3 rather. That's what this is, and the G1 that I have, which they're very, very similar. They look very, very similar. There are some differences. I'll show you that at one point. But I love these razors, man. They are absolutely fantastic. Got a piece of towel in there. When I cleaned it off the last time I used it, so get out of there. But anyway, they're absolutely fantastic little razors. Can't get that booger out of there. It's like a piece of, there it is, piece of fuzz off of the terry cloth of the towel. So it's gone now. But anyway, they are absolutely fantastic, killer razors. I really want to get as many different examples of them as I can find, because I've just found out that I really, really love the Schicks. I don't do eBay. I find things locally, so it'll take some time, and my collection is liable to never be truly complete. But I know I want an L model, or an L type, with the long black plastic handle, and that's what my dad used. So I got to have one of those. And then I want one of the I models, or I types, type I, just because I love the way that they look. So, but E3 Schick, I'm using a Chinese Schick blade. The scent strength of this soap on the face is really good. Of course, Yulay is incredibly slick, regardless of what the scent is. Just lovely stuff. I saw Buster do his review of the 4 Flint soap. I'll be doing a review as soon as I can. That's a good cause, and those people are in genuine need. And I know this community will help. So this is a lovely citrusy, fruity kind of soap here. If I could, there's about a dozen scents Monica has out. That would be a permanent resident in my den. I would have about a dozen pups at any one time because they are so good. Lovely. This razor also, while not being excessively aggressive, it really is efficient. Lovely. I get really fantastic shaves with them every single time. Don't get a bunch of irritation. A really smooth shaves, really close. Just as good or better than anything that's out there. I don't care how much you pay for it. No, I've not tried everything, but I can promise you with the experience that I have with the razors that I have used and, you know, that I know enough to know high quality when I run across it, and I know enough to know a razor's potential after I've used it for a while. And I really don't think, man, look at that lather, dude. I mean, look at that. How sick is that? How absolutely sick is that lather? And this brush, I could do this all day long. It's so just cloud soft. I love a Plisson now. Excuse me. I'm going to start sounding like Paul H. I'm going to start going, smell that, and all kind of stuff if I'm not careful. So get a little bit too enthusiastic, but just lovely. I mean, who wouldn't want to shave with this stuff, dude? Who wouldn't want to shave with the soaps that we have today? With a good quality razor blade and a beautiful quality brush. I mean, you'd have to be out of your ever-loving mind not to want to. You know, once you experienced it, I mean, wonderful. Put me down for a lifetime of traditional shaving. Lovely stuff. I believe if I had to go back to a cartridge razor, I'd just grow a patchy, spotty beard and say, forget it. No brush no more? No, thank you. If I'm in a can, shoot me now. I mean, lovely. Lovely stuff. And Vanulay's residual slickness is so good as I can go back to this side of my face and throw a little water on it and do whatever I need to do. Works just fine. Lovely. Schick E3. Never used one? Go get yourself one. They're fantastic single edge razors. That's the only razor I've used that competes, in my opinion, and I'm not talking about closeness of shave, but in the feel of the shave and in the joy of using it, competes with a straight razor for me. That's just a fantastic little razor. Lovely stuff. So for an aftershave, let me dry my face. I'll be using my homemade aftershave concoction, and it's a witch hazel based aftershave with glycerin and aloe vera and menthol, some mineral oil, a little bit of osage rub, that's the green color, lemon essential oils, 2 or 3 other things that I can't remember now. I've got it wrote down, or I had it wrote down, but I've got another, like, I guess 12 ounces or so left that I made up a while back. It's just a wonderful lemon aftershave that really does really well on my skin. Just as nice as any of the artisan aftershaves that there's a bit of alcohol in it. I just used a little bit of rubbing alcohol, but I didn't use enough to mess with the scent or enough to really cause me problems. The witch hazel has a bit of alcohol in it. I think the Osage rub might have a bit of alcohol in it. Not sure, but there's not enough in there of the rubbing alcohol to do anything, but kind of sort of uses maybe a bit of an antiseptic, but nothing that would cause it to mess with the scent or anything like that. The only drawback that I have with this is it's a lemon scent, just a basic scent. I could buy a bunch of the essential oils and try to mix something up, but I'm not good at that kind of stuff. There are other people that are good at that, like Monica Gillum, Maria Arman, a couple of others, Douglas Smythe. We've got a bunch of really good artisans when it comes to stuff like that. So the scent on that doesn't last very long, but it's lovely. It does wonderful things for my face and my neck and my skin. And so, all right, that's been the shave. God bless you. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and I'll talk to you later.